organizing. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm one of those people. Oh yeah, that's not gonna be annoying. Oh, it's crooked. Wow, how long do you think that's gonna go on for? Do I need to stop shooting? Hi everybody, I'm Grace and Kwon, aka Grace the Violinista, and welcome back to my channel. So today is a New Year's resolution vlog. Yay! This video is in companion to the New Year's resolution video on my main channel. Check it out. Over here. This is the most in detailed, kind of let my hair down and kind of talk to you like real talk about it. For the other video I had to shorten it and it was still 8 minutes long. So here I'm gonna try to not be so long-winded, but I just wanted to kind of just share my heart a little bit more. It's a little bit more like chill here on this channel. Here it's like a little bit more like come sit down on the couch with me, let's talk kind of, you know, channel. So that's what we're gonna do now. Currently it is 11:21. I still haven't eaten or drank any water or did anything else, because I feel like if I do that, then I won't ever record this vlog. And hence the reason for the New Year's resolution. We're just gonna go back. You know what? Let's just go back to the beginning. Let's just go back to the beginning. So if you saw my main channel, this is my first time doing a New Year's resolution, almost anything. I've referred to it a couple of times because I've heard people talk about it, but I didn't grow up doing it. No one around me did it. First time I saw it was really on TV. Even in college, I don't see, none of my roommates did it. Like, it wasn't like a thing, but this year, I feel like it's a very important thing for me to do it for myself, for my own development. And oh, I should be careful, because sometimes when you ask Jesus to develop you, he sends you a whole bunch of tests you're not ready for. So you know what? You know, a chance for me to just become better. This New Year's resolution for me started actually back in almost October. It's a long thing coming. It was a specific event that I probably shouldn't talk about right now at this time, but I probably will later. I'm just gonna fast forward through this part because I recorded this multiple times. This New Year's resolution vlog, I recorded it so many times, and it comes out more and more depressing every single time I open up more and more about it. So I don't want to bring that into my channel at all. So I'm just gonna give you the cliff notes. So on my birthday, I'm filled with anxiety because that day, after reflection, it's kind of like I realized that I'm nowhere near where I thought I would be, and forget goals and whatever. The scary part of that was barely recognize the place I'm in. And I don't mean my physical house, and I love my house and I love my bed. It sparkles in it. So I can't control them, but what I do have control of is these three things: YouTube, time management, and my body, which is sleep, eat, and drink normally, which I haven't done in years. Wait up, hold up, okay? This vlog is getting to a very depressing place again. I was sitting at the computer last night going, oh my gosh, there's just no way to make it sound better. And there was like a lot of ums, e's, ahs, ohs in the video. Okay, so point. What made me depressed? Don't like where I am. What made it scary? I had very little say in the decisions that were made over the last few years. Point 3. If I talk about that purgatory situation or anything, there are repercussions because I have those actual threats. So I can't talk about it. Maybe one day I will. But as of right now, all I want to do is just move forward. I don't have control of other people, but I am choosing from this year on to take control for myself. Because here's the situation. If I don't like where I am, and if I hadn't made those decisions that led me down the path that leads me right to this moment in time, then I would be less pissed. I am really upset because it turns out I didn't have much say in the matter. So I feel like if you're gonna pay the price, at least you should have been the one who did the crime. So we're done with that. We're gonna just move forward from this moment in time, because we can't go back in time, but we can We can try to fix what's ahead of us, right? So that's what's going to happen. So that's the point of the New Year's resolution 2019. I am hoping that by January 2020, I'm in a better situation and I am happier because the choices for the next year will hopefully be mine. And I hope to Jesus that I make good decisions. Please, Lord, help me make good decisions. In Jesus' name, pray. Amen. Okay, here we go. So as you saw in the earlier clip, the 3 things I want to work on this year is YouTube, 8 hours of sleep. The third thing is the 5x5. So I will actually break down the categories and what's in those categories because I didn't do that on the main channel. So here we go. So the first 5 is violin. Those are personal goals for me. That is like, as you can see, like right now, I practiced like 7 hours yesterday and then 5 hours the day before. And then this is all of a sudden in very little space of time. So now my body's responding, which means I need to go see my sports therapist tomorrow to kind of fix it because I forgot to stretch, which I just realized, which you will see in a future vlog of me trying to stretch. And it was, yeah. So those are personal goals, which is strengthening, trying to see if I can kind of get my skills, some of my skills back at least, you know, or be comfortable playing again because I haven't been very comfortable playing in a very long time. So make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you can see those videos for personal goals because a lot of technique videos will probably be in there and lots of we'll talk about goals and stuff like that. I've actually gotten a lot of requests on Instagram this past week to do like certain, because I've been drilling this on camera, like on Instagram. So my Insta peeps have really taken to it, so maybe I'll do a few of those videos. I haven't decided if it's main channel or here, so make sure you subscribe to both channels because it could end up on either or. Both if it's like really long. Okay, so personal projects, actual projects, recitals, paid performances, yes, gigs, recordings, rehearsals, and then I have 2 things in parentheses, which is sessions, which is work. And then chamber music is also work. Those are like one that goes between the 2 categories. And of course the chamber music, if you follow me on Instagram, you know the Karis duo is me and Tiffany Poon, pianist from Manhattan School of Music. She and I have been working a lot together, and if you go subscribe to the main channel, you're gonna see, hopefully you're gonna see the fruit of that hard work coming in February. I'm so excited. I really hope I don't screw up. I really hope to Jesus I don't screw up. Please God, help me, please Jesus, please Jesus. It's 5, so that's the 5 hours. That alone will take more than 5, but you know what? We're gonna put that there, okay? So the 5 hours for teaching is teaching my babies, teaching other people's babies, not my kids, but like sometimes you do clinician work, or sometimes people ask you to come in, like if a school wants you to come in or a festival wants you to come in, all that stuff. Classes, that's not just my classes and technique classes and music classes. I teach like classes like legit kind of seminar situation, which is the next thing, seminars. And then coachings, which is really fun, chamber group coachings, duo coachings, legit coachings, orchestra coachings, string orchestra coachings, all that fun stuff. Seminars, I already said seminars. Schools, being invited to schools, and then master classes, which is kind of like clinician, but a master class in a different sense where it's not like a school calling you, but it's kind of like maybe a private thing. And then recordings and competitions for my kids, which you will see some footage of for sure in March. So these recordings that we did, you will see the behind the scenes on this page and then the actual legit full videos on the main page. So make sure to subscribe to both channels. Okay, now we get to the category which we're going to talk about in the update the most, okay? The work category. This has everything, this category includes everything that has to do with bringing in that money, honey, okay? Yes. YouTube is in this category. This is probably my biggest one. YouTube, which is video editing, content creating, shooting, etc. Me writing or me creating or like me editing, like, you know, like that's like on me situation, okay? Not outsourced. And then bills, financial responsibilities that I have, meetings, in-person, phone, teleconferences, which is actually a lot more than you would think. And then networking, yeah, networking, it takes a lot of time, peeps. It takes a lot of energy, peeps. I'm just saying, like, you have to put a filter on this, and you know, I'm on YouTube right now and like the vlogging channel, so there ain't no filter, honey. Like, I'm just saying what I'm saying on what, but imagine when you're meeting people for the first time and then I have to control that filter. It's just, it's a lot. It's like 50 Britas in a row. I'm like, it's just a lot of filters, a lot of things. Conferences. And then the traveling, which is in the car, in the flight, and etc., which I did not think about when I made the 555. And then R&D, yeah, I'll talk about it in the update. Home life, which is cleaning, laundry, housework, taking care of Joy, which literally took over an hour just alone today because that heifer decided to tear up everything, pee on everything, and flip her water bowl at least 50 times today, I swear. And then school. Yes, I don't actually go to school all the time because I'm finishing up my doctorate, which means I'm like in my exam seasons. But I do need to still study. I need to still study, which is the next thing. DMA freaking exams. Yes, I wrote freaking there. And then the third thing is studying. This is probably the worst because from what I understand at my school, you know, passing these exams the first try, they changed the rules this year, so I think there's going to be more people passing this year. But before then, it wasn't the best. And at that time, you weren't even allowed to take the exams when you were taking the last part of your courses without like some kind of petition. I have friends that are taking it for their 5th semester and still failed. And that's like a lot, majority. I have one friend that actually taught theory and failed. It took her 2 tries to pass. So, yeah, it's yeah. So coming back to what they're doing now is, so instead of the midterm and instead of their finals, what they're doing is they're making the students take the exam while the information is fresh. The last time I went over this information in a class was 2 years ago. So I think that's the reason why they have DMA 6 and 7s and they're failing. It's because it's not fresh. We don't know how it's gonna turn out. The only thing is I know for sure I have to study. And by my calculations on the material that I'm looking at, anyway, that's another vlog. So the school DMA exams and the studying, that literally alone would be like more than everything combined. I swear, it's out of control. And then research. I do a lot of research. I'm one of those people that don't read fiction. I read one fiction every year. I'm not going to say what it is because yeah, it's private. But most of the things I read is like nonfiction, only because for the last like since first freshman year, all I've been reading is like journals or like autobiographies or analysis or, you know, freaking Norton for the 1,000th time. You know, I bought one nonfiction. I'll show you the cover. Oh, I can't. It's covered in dust. I don't want to even. You know, it's covered in dust. So I was reading this at one of my favorite spots in Glendale, which is right next to the bookstore, and I literally got bored in the first 15 pages. I'd rather read about Brahms and Clara's and read their love letters to each other. Okay, they're not love letters, they're just letters. We don't know. But I'd rather read their letters and letters that Beethoven wrote in his journals, or read, you know, an actual analysis, the things that Beethoven borrowed from Mozart, stuff like that. I would prefer to read that than this. I don't know, I feel like I just don't have time for nonsense. And the things, obviously I can't like write like 50,000 page, like 50 page, like research paper on certain subjects anymore. I don't have the time for that. But you know, the YouTube videos I do have in my wish list to make this year, they do require some research, like some, you know, at least open up new groves and like read a couple passages, you know, like at least some research. So I do like to spend some time researching. It's a real kick for me. I love it. And then there's of course business research, and then going over money aspect that doesn't even have to do with violin or me, but with my, you know, consultant job and whatever. So that's a lot of business research. Used to take a long time. And then my vlogs, And yes, here, let me tell you an example of my vlog. The last vlog, vlog number 1, that took over like 12 hours to edit. That should give you an idea of how much this is an actual job for me. But you know, that is my thing. I just don't know how to use the programs. I wasn't raised in it. It's like one of my students has like over 100,000 subscribers, and he's been doing this since he was 12 on his iPhone. So you know, it's different. So he can whip out a video in like 20 seconds, and for me it takes, you know, 12 hours. Just whatevs. But it's okay. Social media, that is a legit job, peeps. Coming up with captions, legit job, I'm just saying. And that's just the Instagram. I don't even know how people take care of all their like 50 other like Pinterest and like their Twitter and like their Facebook. Oh my gosh. Like, it's a legit job. And then emails. This honestly takes the most a day. Only because I have to think about what I'm going to write, because I literally, like, in one of the emails, I literally was gonna write, ew, that's stupid. And then my pianist said, Grace, maybe just word it a little better. So there's a lot of like corporate talk I think you have to do when you're writing emails. And then Joy is work, peeps. Joy is legit work. I'm just saying, she's a puppy, so she's a bit of work right now, okay? And then organizing, that's a literal thing. If you can see my office now, it was organized, which took like 6 hours. And literally is just, there's not one place to sit right now, only because I have books and the program and like music and schedules for my pianist, for my trio and stuff like that. And then organizing schedule, that's a really big thing. I have to organize my schedule for the projects that is going to be coming up for me and for my trio, and then for my duo, and then for my kids. Shopping, clothes, online groceries, others, that's pretty important. And then the office, social meetings. This takes a lot of time. Lunch meetings, dinner meetings, you know, going to their recitals, going to a bar mitzvah, going, you know, that not networking, but that social aspect of our business, which I don't gravitate to normally. My brother, my sister, my my pianist, actually, she's really good about that. My cellist, she's like all about that. Like, that's what she would do 24/7 if she could. I swear, like, that girl was made to just like mingle. And then project management, that takes probably the most work. You'll see a little bit. I don't think I'm going to show that much for the stuff that's coming up in February, but if you do want to see what happens in project management, let me know. Violin research. So, as you can tell, the things in the work category is like super lots. And to do that all in 5 hours, it's like overwhelming. So now, the update. Was that an effective transition? I don't even know. I don't even know what transition I'm going to use for the vlogging channel yet. Okay, so the update. Today is January 29, Tuesday 29th. We started this January 14th, 2019. It's day 15. Yesterday was 2 weeks. Let me tell you what happened in those 2 weeks. Nothing. Nothing. Trying to balance out my life was so difficult, because I'm one of those people that once you start something, your doesn't leave the chair, your butt doesn't leave the chair until like it's done. So when I used to do those vlogs, or a day in the life of the violinist on the main channel, which will be here. Yes, I will be here. That took 13 hours. The Violinist video took 13 hours to just edit after the recording was done. So like that, literally, I did not leave that chair for 13 hours until it was done, which is why it got done. So this time I had to literally limit everything to 5 hours. And as you saw on the work category, it's like literally everything other than practice and teaching. It was very difficult, but good news, because I did start this, I practiced more than I have in a very long time. So that makes me feel really good. However, balance wasn't easy. So going forward, I'm gonna try to be a little bit better, way better. With organized time stewardship is super difficult when you have that many things in that category for work. Because I had a 5-hour limit the last couple weeks, I made no YouTube videos. Other than my student, like no personal like videos for me. Like I made, my student videos went up, starts with tomorrow, Tuesday. Yes, go check them out. Those I made, yeah, like click, 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 click. I made those, but I didn't make any of the ones that I wanted to do, and now we're kind of like behind schedule almost. I honestly don't know how to work out the 5 hours with work yet. It's still, and then I need to study because we have exams, and then I should be studying because I have one of the exams, but I still need to be making money, you know, doing my job. These past 2 weeks, it was focused mostly on honestly spending time with my pianist and practicing as much as I could, and we'll see. So in a couple weeks I will let you know what happens with the rest of that, but 100% for sure, I'm sorry I can't do daily vlogs. I really thought I would be able to do like a vlog a day. There's just no way with how slow I am at editing and stuff like that. So I've been told to like hire an editor, which I feel like is kind of impersonal, but that's apparently how like a lot of people do like daily vlogs, or how they kind of do this when they're bigger. The thing is, they're bigger, you know. The channel right now, I'm just like, I know it's been here for a while, but I haven't been really aggressive with putting out content on this channel, so it's new. Maybe one day I will get an editor and then you guys will have videos every single day of my crazy. But until that point, please turn on your notification, and that will let you know when I put up a new video. And I'm gonna super try my best for definitely one a week, hopefully more a week. But I do want to do this vlogging thing because it's so fun for me. So thank you so much for joining me on this New Year's resolution explanation and update. I hope you guys are doing really good with your resolutions. If you're struggling, let me know. If you're doing if you're kicking butt at your resolution, let me know, because I want to know how you're kicking butt at your resolutions, because I'm 15 days in and it's kind of kicking my butt. So thank you so much for joining me, and until next time, peace.